Okay, so you've just read a book about an exciting adventure. Where might you go in a rocket ship? Let me have a think where I'd go. I think I'd probably go outside. Maybe I'd fly up in a tree and then twist and turn, and then I'd land on the grass. So how can I say that? Let me tell people what happened. So the rocket went up into a tall tree and then it twisted, or shall I say turned? I think I say turned. And then it turned and landed on the grass. The rocket went up into a tall tree and then it turned and landed on the grass. Let me say it one more time to get in my head. The rocket went up into a tall tree and then turned and landed on the grass. That's a word I know. Do I need a lowercase or a capital? Beginning of the sentence, do I need a capital? What came next? Rocket. Rocket. Rock. First syllable. So there's different ways of doing k. Rock. Does that look right? Rock. It could be that, but I don't think that looks right. Rock. Let's try a C and a K for the k sound. Rock. I think that looks right. Rock. Rocket. That's what it looks like when we read it in the book, isn't it? The rocket went. That's another word we know. Let's say it slowly. Went. Make sure we hear that sound there. The rocket went up. What's the first sound? Up. Let's make sure we put that first sound first. Up. Into, another little word we know. In. To. It's made up of two little words. Into. The rocket went up into a tall. And then all. We know the word all looks like this. All, tall. Make that T a bit taller. The rocket went up into a tall tree. Let's have a sound box for tree. Tree. Use your coins or your sweets or anything you've got in the house to help you hear the sounds. Tree. Sometimes we think it's tree, but it's not tree, is it? It's tree. 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 Oh, what did you hear? E. We know the digraph for that. Tree. The rocket went up into a tall tree. And what happened? And landed on the grass. Oh no. Before that, the rocket went up into a tall tree, then turned. Then, we know a word that starts like then. It's the, so it looks like this at the beginning. N. The rocket went up into a tall tree, then turned. Let's have a sound box or an Elkoning box for turned. Turned. Now we know that turned looks like that at the end. Turned. Turn. Got lots of choices for which one's going to look right for this word. think it was like that when we looked at it, when we read it in the book, wasn't it? Because the rocket turned in that book too, Turn. Down, back up and over. Turned. Turned. The rocket went up into a tall tree, then turned and landed on the grass. And, that's a word we know, little word we know, and landed. And, oh, I can hear and in there. And ed. The ending looks like that, the end. Landed, just like turned. Landed on the grass. On the two little words we know, grass. Let's have this. Oh, need another box. Another sound there. Let's try again. Grass. You all hear all the sounds? It's a round letter. Around, up, down and under. And this is a down one. Start at the top. Remember, Does that look right for grass? I think it needs another S to look right for grass. On the grass. The rocket went up into the tall tree, then turned and landed on the grass. What do we need to choose to show that we need the reader to stop and make their voice go down? I think we'll choose a full stop. The rocket went up into a tall tree, then turned and landed on the grass. I wonder what's going to happen to the rocket in your story. Maybe it stays inside. Maybe it nearly crashes into something like it did in the story. Or maybe it goes outside. It can go anywhere you want it to go in your story. Have a go.